Well, happy birthday, Gift of Legacy. Happy birthday, custodians. And happy birthday to those of us who are still here from the original group of people who started Gift of Legacy on the 10th of January 2022. There were 7,470 of us, or something like that. I don't know how many of us are still here. But to all of us who joined on the 10th of January 2022, happy third birthday. What a wonderful celebration it is tonight. It's an honor to open the Zoom. Cans, Melissa, Hercules, thank you. Thank you for this gift that you've given the world. I sent you a message this morning and I said, your gift has helped people across the world to start creating their legacies, and that we are all appreciative and grateful for. We know what a blessing it is in our lives, and we just want to say thank you to you, the custodians, for everything you've done. There's been many lessons learned and many joys shared in the last 3 years, but it's 3 years, and that's quite an achievement because not many platforms get to celebrate their third birthday. And just take that in for a moment. 3 years ago tonight, this beautiful system launched. It's never crashed. It's never done anything weird or strange. We've always been informed. And it's such a wonderful thing to celebrate. And while I was thinking about celebrating birthdays, I was thinking, well, it's a worldwide celebration. Let's find out how people across the world celebrate, which I find very interesting. So in Japan, people don't celebrate their birthdays necessarily on their birthday. They choose a day in the year, and then everybody who's a certain age will celebrate their birthday on that day. They put on fine clothing and they go to a religious shrine and they give thanks. They also get gifts and candy. Now, in Australia, and I have this love-hate relationship with Australia because of their rugby team, but in Australia, they celebrate birthdays with barbecues. We call them braais. Lots of cakes and candles and balloons. But because it's so hot there, they celebrate with fairy bread. I've never understood fairy bread. It's white bread with butter or margarine, and then they sprinkle sprinkles on it, and they eat that. Only in Australia, but that's how they celebrate their birthdays. Now, if you are in Brazil and you're celebrating your birthday today, hold your ears because in Brazil, people come and pull your earlobes. Don't know why, but they say that this is so that the child will live long with their ears always to the ground. Maybe we all need to pull our ears and keep ourselves grounded. But they'll also have delicious truffles, which I like that idea. I've got a sweet tooth. If you go to Jamaica and it's your birthday, they've got a crazy habit of throwing flour over the birthday person. So imagine you doused in flour. And they also have games, cakes, and music. In Nepal, they spread yogurt on your face. Where do people come up with these things? Then in Mexico, and we know we have lots of Spanish people in our community, I think it's the best way to celebrate a birthday is with a piñata filled with sweets and candies. Yeah, bring me a piñata today. I'd be very happy. In Denmark, they let the birthday boy or girl go to bed, and then the neighbors and family creep in and they fill up the bedroom around the bed with gifts. So when the birthday person wakes up, the whole room is just gifts. And then they have a special cake, a cake man or cake lady, and you have to eat the head first and then the rest of the cake. I find that pretty strange. In China, there's big birthday celebrations. People bring armfuls of treasure to spread near the baby. They bring pens and coins and flowers. And when a baby is born, whatever object they grab, it is said that that is what they will be drawn to in life. So, yeah, I definitely would have been the candy bar. Maybe I should have grabbed the coins when they were put near my crib. In India, a very spiritual country, they have spectacular celebrations, going to a shrine with the parents and the children with blessings for the year ahead, but lots of food and desserts and dancing. And then in the Netherlands, they greet birthday people with kisses on cheeks, which is not the normal way of greeting people in the Netherlands. And then they said here in Egypt, this is the last one. There's lots of parties and celebrations. Decorations can be elaborate, using a mixture of flowers and fruit, which are symbols of growth and new life. And I thought, well, wow, how are we celebrating Gift of Legacy today? What gift, what celebration, what food? We don't need any of it, because Gift of Legacy is a gift. It is a gift that keeps on giving, and it is a gift that will create a legacy for you and your family. So just realize how blessed we are to be part of a community where gifting is something that comes so naturally and so easy for us. And what we are celebrating today is the gifts that we have shared across the world in the last 3 years. So thank you so much for being here. We thank all the translators in the translation rooms. And I'm going to keep quiet now. And I think it's Herky or Melissa's going to be speaking now.
Oh, well, I think it's Hercules.
There we go.
Thank you, Adele. Thank you very much for your warm message that you've given us, and always inspiring. Hearing from Adele just really warms the heart. And so, we have a global community. And so I'm going to try this. Hello, everyone. Hola a todos. Hola a todos. Bonjour a tous. Hello, Suzamen. Minasan konnichiwa. Privet visem. That's Russian, by the way. Ciao a tutti. Italian. Happy third birthday to Gift of Legacy. Today, we commemorate 3 remarkable years of hope, connection, and abundance through our incredible gifting platform. Together, we have created a community that is touching lives across the globe. With peer-to-peer gifting, we have witnessed countless testimonials from those who have been able to afford medicines, medical treatments, school fees, groceries, and so much more. Each story is a reminder of the power of generosity and the impact we can make together. I am immensely proud and grateful to have been a part of this creation and preservation of our beautiful Gift of Legacy. The journey has been one of faith, resilience, and shared joy. And I'm extremely optimistic and excited about what the future holds for all of us. So rather than saying thank you for being a participant, I want to say congratulations. Your involvement in Gift of Legacy is not just about receiving. You are actively building a legacy and creating a path to abundance for yourself, your loved ones, and others. What remains is to say, may God bless our platform, Gift of Legacy, and may God bless each and every one of you. Together, we are not just a community, we are a movement of hope and transformation. Let's continue to uplift one another as we celebrate this milestone and look forward to an even brighter future. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Herky. Thank you, Adele, for opening up the floor for us. Thank you to each and every one of you who've come on the call to celebrate with us. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And Unfortunately, I'm not so articulate like Hercules. I do not have all the beautiful languages to say hello. So I'm going to use my mother tongue. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. And then maybe I'll just throw in some Zulu and say Sawubona, greetings from sunny South Africa. Thank you so much to everybody who's dialed in on this call. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, as well as this is our third birthday, meaning for the last 3 years or the past 3 years, we've been together. In these 3 years, we've had, goodness, extreme highs and extreme lows. It's been up and down. We've had peaks and valleys. But I just want to say that every time we thought that we were down and couldn't see a way up, when we eventually put our heads together as a community and as the custodians here, as you see on the screen, we always soared so much higher. And it always blew us all away. Who would have thought 3 years ago we would be here today, 3 years later? Goodness, I remember the beginning stages and just the inception and the birth of Gift of Legacy. And everybody who came together and we worked tirelessly. We met, we worked, and we put this program together with the help of the community and everybody. It was just amazing. So I just want to leave you guys with the scripture that it's not just our birthday now, and not because we've come so far. I just want to say, I want to remind everybody that never look at your situation right now and think, oh my, I don't know how I'm going to get out of it. Always look ahead, visualize, imagine where you can be, and it will come to pass. So the scripture I just want to say, speak to you guys about is James 2-4. And the scripture is, consider it pure joy, family, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the test of your faith produces perseverance. Now let's persevere, finish at work, so that you may be mature and complete and not lacking in anything. So basically what the scripture is trying to tell us is that the word complete means whole or spiritually mature. So every trial and test that we've been through as a community in Gift of Legacy from day one has brought us to this beautiful, magical, wonderful point 3 years later. And yes, we've got a long way to go. But can you look back and just see where we were? It was almost like a springboard that has brought us to where we are now. So I just want to say that we need to give thanks to our Creator. And I also just want to thank each member in our community who has stood with us through the test of time in these last 3 years, believed in us as we believe that God would take us from growth to growth and strength to strength. So I just want to say, happy third year to each and every one of you and each and every one of us as we continue to pursue our vision of helping millions of people across the world. And as Ubuntu says, I am because you are. So I am because we are. So we would not have Gift of Legacy if it was not for each and every single one of you. And I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you for sticking with us these past 3 years. And we've got so much to be excited about. Just speaking about Ubuntu, we've got the Ubuntu board that we're going to start planning very soon. And there's so much excitement. People are contacting me and like, Felissa, we are so excited that we've tried so many things. We've left, we've come back, we've left, we've come back, but we've realized that there is no place like our home, Gift of Legacy. So I just want to say to each and every one of you, this is your home. You are welcomed. We are family. We are here for many, many years. We want to leave a legacy for our loved ones, for our communities, for our families, because when we get great abundance, we are able to help so many. You don't know that little, the last time we had this call, I got very emotional and I was saying, sometimes it's not about giving a monetary gift, It's about giving a smile. It's about saying hello, being respectful to our older people, especially being kind, helping them out. But when we receive actual physical, monetary abundance, do you people realize how much we are going to change the world and make this world a better place? We are the light. We need to remember that. We need to continue being the light and spread the light to everybody that we come across. So always lean towards the light and not away from it. And what are the endless possibilities that each and every one of us are going to have infinite abundance. And I just want to say for 2025, our third birthday, or 2020 thrive, let us all thrive collectively. Let's all receive abundance collectively. Let's all share our abundance with those that are in need. Like I said, not always monetary, but if we can, let's make a difference in somebody's life every single day. I love each and every one of you. I'm so excited for the next year. I'm actually so excited for the next decade, but we'll do small steps and say the next year and the next year and the next year. So who knows? Maybe we'll all be sitting somewhere exotic one day soon. That's my vision, always has been, that the community can meet on the 10th of January collectively in a place and celebrate. So I just want to celebrate with each and every one of you and say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody who has helped keep this platform alive. Too many names to mention, but last and not least, I want to thank my fellow custodians, Hercules, Candace. Thank you, the both of you. Wow, what a ride it's been this last year. But it's been so amazing walking together with you. I love you both dearly. I thank you. Happy birthday, Gift of Legacy, and happy birthday, community. Let's celebrate. I'm going to hand it over to Cans. Cans, you muted.
Oh my goodness. I should rather have purple hair. I'm like doing the silliest things. It must be this birthday hat. But just sitting here listening to Adele and just and jumping in is a beautiful example of community just stepping in to help one another. I had music playing, I was 10 minutes ahead, I had everything prepared, and I was playing music that we always play on our birthday celebrations, and there was no sound. And then Anne came to the rescue and told me that there was no sound. And that, just the beginning of the Zoom, was true testament to how amazing this community is and how we do hold one another. And I asked to speak last because normally I'm always the one to speak first. And that's what I encourage all of you to do, is to just change things up a bit, change the energy up a bit so that you're not always doing the same thing. Sometimes we get a bit bored of certain things, and then we just need to change the energy up and we get a whole new lease on everything. So while I was sitting here just absorbing everyone, I was scrolling through all the participants and I got really emotional. My heart actually felt like it was going to start beating out of my chest. And we get programmed in this reality to think that that feeling is anxiety. And so many people take pills because they feel that they have anxiety, but it's actually not. It's not anxiety, because there's no ways that I could have anxiety by looking and being amongst all of these people that we've shared so many amazing and hectic moments with. It is love. It is excitement. It is the knowing and understanding of what's to come. And we don't even have a clue. We might have wished, we might have manifested, we might have dreamed and visualized. And please, I encourage you to carry on doing that. Just carry on doing that, because I've got a personal situation at the moment with someone that's very close to me that I can't help. I can't help, and I'm helpless. And every time I want to go into that horrible fear, I change it, because it's our choice. Our choice that can create something that feels devastating in the moment, The minute you feel it starts spiraling out of control, you can choose to visualize what you want out of the situation. So instead of freaking out about being helpless and what you can't do, imagine what you want to happen and fill your whole space with that energy. Don't allow any little speck of that darkness that was about to consume you, because boy, oh boy, it happens fast. And if you catch yourself and you practice catching yourself, it really gets easier. And you can just visualize a beautiful outcome, whatever it is. You can visualize sitting on a pot of gold, and I promise you, if you visualize it enough every day and you allow it to take up your whole space, that you can't see anything else, you'll be sitting on that pot of gold. You really will be. You really will be. You know, it's not just me coming up every time and pulling these words out of thin air for no reason. And I did prepare something tonight, and I'm going to talk about it, but the whole day I was thinking, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? And it just comes through me at the moment that I need to speak. Whatever needs to be heard comes through me. And, you know, this whole past year has been about really trusting. You know, in the beginning, when things were exciting about GL starting, and I look at Bubsy looking so beautiful, you know, she was one of the first people in the waiting room. And she was one of the first people that I met through this journey, along with Melissa on the very same trip. Hercules didn't come because somebody else that we were partnered up had him running a million errands and just made it more difficult for him to come. And he couldn't come, but he went and he met certain people. I think he met Bubsy a week afterwards. And none of us knew each other when we got together. It was a real incredible twist of fate that literally threw us all together, and all of a sudden we created something. And for 6 to 7 months, I can't even remember how long it was, leading up to the launch of Gift of Legacy, we had so many incredible people on our Zooms, and so many of you are still here today. And I just want to say, wow, thank you, because you've seen it all. You've seen it all, because when we first started, my goodness, we had drama that we needed to deal with. The darkness was there from the very, very beginning. And we just kept shining our lights, and we kept forging forward. And if I've learned anything about myself in these last 3 years, it's how tenacious a person can be, how we really can dig deep if we truly believe something in our hearts, and how a message of hope and a platform that has brought us all together has either split us apart, or it's really brought us so close together. And boy, I mean, we've been through so many incredible celebrations. I was listening to the song and Angela's beautiful voice, and I remembered all the time that I got to spend with Angela, and we were coming up to Johannesburg quite a lot, and there were lots of things that we needed to do, find the right service providers, make sure that we were dealing with the right people, meeting the developer, because I don't think we'd met him. I mean, he came in and rescued us. He wasn't even the original developer. The original developer scammed us. So again, financially, oh my goodness, we were doomed from the start. Yet here we are, 3 years later. And yes, a lot of people are upset with certain decisions that were made, but we still have a lot of people that are walking this road with us and trust that we made those decisions based on what we've always promised, making sure that we look after the program so that it is sustainable in the best way that we know how. And I just want to say thank you all so very much. I just want to make Carla a co-host before I lose my track of thought. There we go. Okay. And we are people, actually, that is like perfect. That's exactly what I was going to say, is that we had no idea how a gifting program would run. We had a little bit of experience because we'd been on one or two other gifting platforms, and all of our minds came together, and through the support and the energy and the visualizations and manifestation of the community, here we are. But we knew nothing about what we were doing. We had a developer that scammed us. We had another developer that came in and literally saved the day within 3 weeks. And then for the first year, he was literally just building it and making it work. And we are very, very grateful to have him. And I know a lot of you are frustrated and think, oh, why don't we have more developers? And why don't we allow more people into admin? Again, if you have sat where we sit, and I'm not saying this from a high and mighty point of view, I'm saying if you have sat where we sit and you have seen what money is capable of bringing out in people in their dark side, you would be shocked. You'd be shocked, and you wouldn't want to sit here like we are. Okay? So the reason why we sit here and why there are so many people that have been there from the beginning that are not going to be able to sorry, everyone's private messaging me and I lost my train of thought there. But we are not going to be able to hand over certain responsibilities because of the damage that can be caused by the power that is in the hands of the people that do support and have to do certain things. And our developer has got a lot of control over a lot of things because in the beginning, we gave it to him so that we wouldn't be tempted ourselves to try and tweak the system in our favor or other people's favor. And believe you me, we get asked every single day for favors. And it was really, really hard in the beginning to say no. And now it's standard. But the whole point of the story is we sit here 3 years later, we've got such exciting things happening. And I really, really encourage you, if you are feeling despondent about Gift of Legacy, if something happened to make you lose faith, guess what? In being part of Gift of Legacy, we've met such beautiful people, and everybody had a strategy. Everybody was trying to do things better, faster, quicker. There is no better, faster, quicker. It's deciding you want to do something and learning how to do it in the way that it was created and focusing on that every single day in the best way that you can. But of course, there's strategies to try and make it quicker, better, faster. We are humans. It happens. We're living in a world where there is a huge need for money. And we have a beautiful strategy that is truly working. It is amazing. And for the people that involved, again, it wasn't easy because as things go, the way that it works, the way that the boards move, and the way that they create double all the time, it takes time. So there are very many people that started in the strategy of elements and have carried on. And now, after 2 years, are starting to see how incredible it is working, but it's taken 2 years to get there. Would it have taken 2 years if every single person that committed to it in the beginning stayed there? No, probably would have taken a year. But as it is, Gift of Legacy, no matter how we use the system, we always require people and we always require community. And for me, Gift of Legacy started out with the money. It did. I mean, it had a beautiful flavor and I got to hang out with like-minded people, but the money is what attracted me first. And now I can honestly say that for me, it's the community that brings me back here all the time. It's the community. Because there's so many people that I've met across the world that I love. And I know that if they come to me and they want to come stay in my house, and if I go anywhere and I want to go and stay in their house, we'll be welcomed and they'll be welcomed with open arms. And people's spirits, I mean, I think it was last night or the night before, we got together with Carla, Edgar, Adele, and Anne, and we hadn't spoken to them in a good couple of weeks, maybe even months. I don't even know. Time goes so fast. And just to hear their spirits and feel their energy was, you can't put a price on that. You really and truly cannot put a price on that. And the same as Hercules and Belissa. You know, we've really had to focus on other things, and Belissa's been here in the background holding the fort while Hercules and I have had to, you know, we had opportunity that we had to take advantage of. And on that note, I just want to say that I'm working for a really great corporate company, but when they launch something, they talk about launching it. A year later, they bring it out. So they show whatever the product is that they've launched a year before. And then only a year later is it available in market. That is, compared to Gift of Legacy, just listen to what I've said to you. Corporates have huge money behind them. They have investments. They have all of that. Gift of Legacy doesn't have that. And it takes them 2 years to bring a product to market. We promise something and we literally deliver it within 3 to 6 months. And maybe because we are inexperienced and we've literally, like you guys, learned as we go, maybe that's, you know, been a little bit of our era. So let's start 2020 Thrive. And actually, you guys ended 2024 with a lot of patience and trust that you are here in the right place at the right time, no matter how many little speed bumps there are. So I appeal to the worldwide community that if you can truly think of anything more that you would like to spend and use $100 a month for, that in a few years' time will really give you so much abundance, then truly look at the Element strategy. And there is only one strategy that we support, and it's taken us 2 years to really put it out there and announce it on a worldwide Zoom and on our 3rd birthday. So please just, if you can commit to $100 a month and you can trust for 2 years that that $100 a month is going to contribute to a true legacy for you and your family, then please have a look at it. And don't fall victim to anybody else that's doing any kind of strategy, especially if it's on spreadsheets and they're not even using the GL system. Like, just do your due diligence. You know, we might take long to get back to people when they message us, but we always do get back to everyone. And if somebody had to message me and ask me about a certain strategy and I didn't agree with it, believe you me, I'd respond and tell you just to be careful. And that's not one that we support. So Elements is the only strategy we support. Gift of Legacy, when you're working it, I know I can see people that are on this call that have received recently on a platinum board and have celebrated. So it is still happening. Our stats, oh my goodness. I mean, silver in December, we had like 100,000 more users that joined silver. It was just incredible. So have a look at those stats and see that things are still moving. You know, we had to do a big cleanup. We lost a lot of people, but the ones that are still here are the ones that are committed. And in order to make GL work for you, no matter what you do, you have to be committed. So I am going to stop talking now, and I prepared a beautiful poem that is called Gift of Legacy, Embracing and Celebrating Ubuntu. So, 3 years of dreams now shining bright, a vision born to light the night. 3 custodians, hearts entwined, to end poverty and uplift mankind. In the heart of giving we unite, guided by a vision bright. 3 years strong our path we tread, with love and hope we're being led. With every gift a seed we grow, for love and hope to gently grow. In this circle we're all one, connected by the setting sun. A circle formed hand in hand, across oceans, across the land. Gifts of love so freely shared, in every heart compassion flared. From strangers' hands a gift received, In unity, our hearts believed. Empowered by this shared endeavor, we built a world and continue to build a world of love forever. Strangers turn to friends we find. In this journey, we are aligned. Together we build a better day, eradicating poverty along the way. No borders here, just open hearts. In this tapestry, we play our parts. We join as one, our spirits soar, to heal, to share, to give once more. With every gift, a bond is sealed, a future bright, our fate revealed. In unity, we found our might, empowering souls to reach new heights. In this realm of wealth and health, we find our true collective wealth. Ubuntu guides us hand in hand. I am because you are, we stand. Ubuntu's call so pure and true. I am because of you, we knew. In this family, we found our place, a world transformed by love's embrace. Through trials faced, through joy and pain, together we rise, together we gain. With every wish, with every prayer, we send our love across the air. Celebrating this legacy, 3 years of shared prosperity. With joy and hope, we celebrate a brighter world we create. Happy birthday, gift of legacy, a beacon of hope for all to see. Here's to many more years bright, united in love, in endless light. Happy birthday, dear legacy, a testament to our unity. Here's to the future, shining bright, with love and grace as we share our lights. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful, beautiful milestone. And may we be here and celebrate the 33rd one too. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thanks, Cans. That poem was so beautiful. Wow. So, so beautiful. That's something that needs to go in the groups. Really beautiful. And let's celebrate the 3rd, the 13th, the 23rd, and the 33rd birthday. I'm so excited. Thank you, Cans. It was beautiful.